Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye, and let me holler real quick. You don't want and you don't need to fit in. Ask yourself what fitting in is. You are lowering your level of consciousness. You are succumbing to the status quo. You are dumbing yourself down and morphing into the people that are around you. That's what fitting in is. So, people say, oh, when you go into these places, you wouldn't fit in with these people. You wouldn't fit in with these people. Do you really? Who are these people? Ask yourself, are these people that you want to fit in with? Are they of value? Are these people that you want to fit in with? Do they share your values? Do they share your morals? Do they have character? Do they share the same aspirations and dreams that you have? I'm not saying that you don't want to get along with your peers, but here's the thing. You don't have to fit in to get along with somebody. You can be cordial, you can be agreeable, you can be respectful, but that doesn't mean you have to be besties and go out together. That don't mean that either. So ask yourself, why do you want to fit in? Why is it so important to you? Is it stemming from something from like when you were adolescents or a child, when sometimes we didn't fit in with the cool kids or the popular kids? Are you still carrying that burden and that pain, that strife within you, within yourself? So fitting in, ask yourself, if we analyze what fitting in is, it's you're literally having to change who you are to literally, be able to, stay in the confines and get in the good graces of people. Why do you want their respect? Who are they? What do they have that you value so much that you need to fit in with them? So you have to look at, where is this feeling coming from? Why are you feeling this way? And who are they? Are they looking at you like you're weird or you're less than? Who are these people to even judge you? Who are these people to even say that think about it. You need to change. You need to have our ideals and have our ideology in order to get cool with us. Why in the heck would you want to do that? Unless they got some sort of opportunity that's like a make or break for you. What is so important that they have? What is so special and valuable that they have that you need to fit in with them so bad? Who are they? So understand that it's really important that you take that into consideration before you do these things, before you try to fit in with these people. These people might, when you peel back the veil, they might be terrible people. Now you're synonymous with these people. So don't try to overextend yourself to try to fit in. If it works, it works. There's no point in trying to force something. If you get along, cool. If you don't, cool. What's wrong with standing alone? What's wrong with standing alone and being confident within yourself? Standing on 2 feet and being the best version of yourself. You don't have to fit in with nobody. It doesn't mean that, when you see people out, you don't say hi, hello, or you don't get along with people. It doesn't mean be a jerk to people. I'm saying that you don't need these people. You don't need to be in somebody's clique or somebody's crew. You don't need to be in somebody's collective to feel admired, to feel loved, to feel cared for. Build your own. Build your own. They got their own clique. Build your own. Billions of people on this planet. You mean to tell me you can't find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that have the same ideas as you? Get out there. Understand that the reason why you might not be finding the people that click with you is because you have to, in a way, to be a salesman or a saleswoman. You have to sell yourself. And what I mean by that is that you have to get out there and shake hands, mingle, make friends, have articulate intellectual conversations. Once you do these things, you know how somebody ticks, and you can address and assess where they stand, who they are, where their ideals are, what their principles are, who their character, do they have integrity or not? Do they have respect for the people around them? Are they at what their reputation is, and things of that nature. So when you do these things, you can assess that, and then you can make your own. Why join somebody's team when you can make your own? At one point in the world, there were no teams. Somebody created the first team. Somebody created the first empire. Somebody created the first group. So you can't create your own? I mean, look at it this way. How many teams, if you look at sports, how many teams are there? Someone thought of that. Someone thought of that organization and put that together. There's a GM, there's a manager, there's a coach. Do that for yourself. Well, you can't, if you, whatever you can't get out of somebody, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Sometimes you'll be forced and put in that position where you have to. And instead of being sad about it, be glad about it. Because now it's homegrown. It's homegrown. So now nobody can tell you who you are or what you stand for, because you already know what your ideals are, because you set the foundation and built it from the ground up. You know, it's a homegrown, it's like a family business. You know, it's not corporate, it's a family business. Most of these groups that you're trying to fit into are corporate. You got to follow these rules. You got to get cool with this person. You got to have their ideals. You got to adopt their ways. You got to dress like them, talk like them. You can't think outside the box or try to add something new or bring something new to the table. It's not as fun as you think it is. But you glamorize it due to what you see what they have. You know, you see the cars, or you see what they have, you see the clothes. A lot of times they have something of value. They have something of value, and you want what they have, but you don't really see what's on the inside. You're looking at the external, not the internal. And that's why you're looking at them as like, oh, they're so revered, they're so great. But what do they have? They just have things. They have things. They have things of materials, but they don't have anything they don't have integrity. They don't have love. They don't have passion. They're not in it for the right reasons. So assess who you're trying to fit in with before you break your back trying to fit in with people who don't like you. Furthermore, in addition to that, what you need to understand is that once you make a mistake, or if you don't step up to the plate and adopt everything that they stand for, they'll drop you like a dime. They'll drop you at the drop of a hat. So understand that as long as you're producing, you have value. So it's not real. There's no passion. There's no love. There's no admiration with these people. It's not real. It's corporate. It's corporatized. So understand that once you make a mistake or make a misstep, you're out. You're easily replaceable, especially when you're trying to fit in with corporatized people. You're easily replaceable. So understand that you're trying to fit in with people who don't have there's no strings attached. There's no strings attached. It's not real. None of it is real. None of it's authentic. None of it's organic. So understand that fitting in isn't always the best case scenario. Stand alone. The strongest stand alone. It doesn't mean you can't have friends or peers. I'm not saying like, cut everybody off so you're lonely and stuff like that. I'm saying that having the ability, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Having the ability to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, 10 toes down, to be able to face adversity and fight against anything that's negative, and face your inner demons by yourself, and facing it head on, no matter what the cost, no matter what the consequence, no matter what the repercussions are. That's true strength. Not being domineering and dominating others and trying to force someone into submission. That's not leading. That's tyrannical. So understand that, it's not that, don't put yourself in a position. If you have don't cut off that. If you have a good partner, don't cut him or her off. If you have parents that support you, friends that support you, don't cut them off. What I'm saying is that the best case scenario, you'll never have to stand alone. Best case scenario, you'll never be put in a position where you are feeling weak. Best case scenario, where you won't be knocked on your back and feel like there's nowhere else for you to go. Best case scenario, that won't happen to you. That's a good thing, but you do need those materials. You do need that strength. You do need that utilities, those tools in your tool belt to be able to face that, just in case it does happen. We're not hoping or counting on that it will, but expect the unexpected. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to fit in with anybody, especially with people who are making you jump in hurdles and hoops just to get you to do it. If they really rocked with you, they will rock with you. You ever been to the store and they had a shirt on, or they was wearing a show or merch or something that you liked, or a top that you liked, and you just started striking conversation, and then now y'all friends now? It's as simple as that. If you have to, you gotta do this, and that. What are we doing? What are we doing? So understand that. Understand that. The love comes from within. But hey, it's Ra. Like, comment, subscribe if you like, and if you're new. We're here every day. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.